Oh, hi, warning. You're so early. Hello, hello. We'll wait for more people as usual. Then wait for more people, then I'll do a short promo, then we can do the paper. Hello, warning. How's your day? Hi, Guppy. I'll come back. Hi, Joseph. Warning, how's your day today? What time am I teaching tomorrow? Tomorrow's a Saturday. I don't work on the weekends. Hi, Iris. Wait, warning, you're the secondary school student, right? Apart from Mian Bao. How about Monday? Yeah, I'm teaching on. Hold on, let me check for you. Specifically, what time? Oh, I'm teaching at 12 again. No. I'm teaching, yeah, same timing, 5:30 to 7. Yeah, not 12. I'm moderating for 12. Why? Will you come? Are you gonna prepare for the live warning? Or just gonna come in and say hi and bye again? But honestly, that's fine too. When I teach at 12, some days I teach at 12, but rarely. Actually, in the past, I used to teach 4 to 5:30. That's actually the slot that I always get. But yeah, I think recently I'm just doing more 5:30 to 7. So I just alternate between these two. Sometimes 12. Bye. Okay, bye warning. Hi, Quindy. You only can meet me. What do you mean meet me? You mean watch the live? Oh, meeting you in real. That's a bit creepy, you know. That's like stranger danger. Hi R. Okay. Maybe we'll wait until 5:50 or 5:48. Yeah, 5:48. 5:50 seems a bit too far of a stretch. Okay, but are you busy now, warning? Or you just ended school? It's so quiet today. Hi, SSFY. Hey, that's one. Oh, okay, never mind. The person left. Hi, the dice. Okay, but so sorry. It's okay. You don't have to be sorry. But I'm appreciative that you can come join the live. Okay, but like there isn't much people joining today, but it's fine. I'll just do the promo now. Then I will go through the paper. Hi, Gina. Okay, but so basically for June holiday program, right? I think only Bonnie, I think I'll just promote to you, okay? Because like you're the only one here. Okay, but June holiday program, if you need, there is new PSLE compo writing crash course. So this is a new thing, can be done either entirely online or offline. Sort of like, yeah, I saw. Thanks, warning. So yes, either entirely offline or online, but cannot be a hybrid of both. Okay. Then got courses for primary ones to primary sixes. So for the young learners like primary ones and twos, you guys can get introduced to compo writing and oral. Okay. Then primary three and four, you guys can work on oral thematic. Five and sixes, you guys actually have two sets of oral thematic. So set A, set B. So you have more topics to choose from, get used to. Okay. And if you want to focus on both, you can opt for the English paper 2 and oral 1. Okay, if you have any questions or inquiries, you can always WhatsApp the number at the top, or yes, find us on our other platforms. Not necessarily social media. Yeah, most of them are social media. Okay. Oh, bye warning. Hi, Asraf. Okay. So today, what in case anyone's wondering, I'm doing 2022 P5 Chij Eoy questions. Okay, so 2022, sorry, just to repeat. 2022 P5 Chij Eoy paper, okay? So, I'll just start with grammar MCQ then, because there's not much people, I'll just go through. Okay, so Sally and her siblings planned to cook dinner for their parents and went to buy the ingredients. So is it herself, yourself, ourselves, or themselves? So over here, you're looking at Sally and her siblings, because they are the one that planned. So they are the doers of the action in this case. Okay, so Sally and her siblings plan to cook. So they did this action also by buying the ingredients. So over here, you cannot say herself. Herself is singular. Yourself is also singular. Ourselves would include the speaker, but in this case, the sentence does not. So over here, the correct answer should be themselves, because they are both the doers of the action. Okay. Remember, ourselves and themselves, they are both plural, but just that ourselves includes the speaker. Okay, and themselves doesn't. Okay, moving on to question 2. Hi guys, hi everyone that joined. Hi Elias, I don't think I've seen you before. But yes, hi, welcome to the live. If you're saying 4 for the first question, then yeah, you're right. Okay, next. Question 2. If you want to give it a try, you can. If anyone wants to give it a try, you can just put it down in the comment, okay? I'm doing 2022 P5 Chij Eoy paper. Okay, so my mother bought all the pictures that blank by the celebrity artist. So is it drew, is drawing, was drawn, or were drawn? So this is just simple past. Is drawing is present continuous. Remember how identify is just split the words up. Continuous is always with the ing. Was drawn is past perfect, because drawn is the past participle. Remember, perfect tenses, you always use the past participle. Okay, Elias, you say 3 for this, is it? That were drawn by the celebrity artist. Okay, let's see. Then over here, this is also past perfect. But what's the difference between these two is that one is was and one is were. So this is singular and this is plural. Okay, so choosing past perfect tense is right because you need passive voice to show that this happened in the past. I need a timeline to show me when this event happened. And in these cases, you always use perfect tenses. Okay, so 1 and 2 is out. Then over here is it. My mother bought all the pictures. So you see the S here. So this tells you that this is plural. So in this case, option 4 should be your answer. Okay, remember when to add S and when not to. Okay, so for nouns, if it's singular, you don't add S. Plural, you add S. So in this case, pictures, they are nouns, so you add S. Then for verbs, you do the opposite of it. So if it's singular, then you add S. If it's plural, you don't. Okay? And verb, obviously, you look at the subject. If you have multiple subjects or only one subject. Hi, Red Panda. Welcome back to the live. Today's a little more quiet, but it's fine. I'll just go through MCQ. Or if you or Elias wants a particular section, just let me know. I'll jump to that instead. Okay, but yes, welcome everyone. So question 3. After the marathon, the boy had what energy left? Oh, thanks for the gift, Elias. So after the marathon, the boy had what energy left? So over here, energy. Energy is uncountable, right? You can't count 1 energy, 2 energy. I don't even know how it fits in the first place. But yeah, so Red Panda, you said 2 for this. So you say little. The boy had little energy left. So that's correct. So over here, we want to say that this is a negative quantity. Because after all, a marathon is a very long distance, right? I don't even think I can run like a mini part of the marathon. But yes, so over here, we need uncountable and a negative quantity. So obviously, we won't choose many or several already. Few is for countable. So this is not what you use to describe energy, because energy is uncountable. So little is the correct answer. Okay. Hi dog. Okay, if anyone got anything interesting to share, please put it in the comment section also. Or if you want to ask questions or answer them or tell me anything that's interesting, I'll answer to the best of my ability. Okay, question 4. My class was having our art class. Blank, the fire alarm went off. So over here, was having. So this is continuous, right? Because it's ing. Ing is always continuous. So these two events are happening at the same time. Okay, so Red Panda is said for this. Hello, Billy Block. Today is so quiet. Thanks for coming, Billy Block. Really number one supporter. You just came home, you're exhausted. Oh, you came. Oh, Red Panda, you had CCA today, is it? Hi, Dorian. I feel like I don't know people's CCA already. I think Iguana was in soccer or something, but I thought she was in, what do you call it? Info club. Yeah, I think that was a different person. Okay, so my class was having our art class when the fire alarm went off. So that's right. Okay, so good job to Billy Blob and Red Panda. Learning journey. Arts and Crafts CCA. Oh, that's cool. I always wanted to join Arts and Crafts, but I always chose something else instead. Because I feel like I can just do Arts and Crafts during my free time. Okay, so Billy Blob and Red Panda, you guys are right, okay? But while learning journey is interesting, I used to like look forward to learning journeys because it's like a day out of school. So what CCA were I in? Billy Blob, if you stayed later in the live yesterday, you have known. But I think you know also. Okay. Okay, so next. The children were amazed when they heard Laura blank like a nightingale. So is it sing, sang, sung, or sings? So this is just present, past, past participle. I feel like Boy Scouts. I feel like you were from something related to running. I don't know. I'm just guessing. But no, I'm not from Boy Scouts. Do I look like I'm from Boy Scouts? Which the learning journey of during your class time? Wait, doesn't it happen during like class times or is it changed? Unless you say it's like a co-curricular thing, then yeah, makes sense to be outside class time. 1, so you said sing. So correct. So over here you see verbs like heard. Remember, then over here you need the bare infinitive. Okay, and the bare infinitive, it's always the base form of it or the present tense of it, which is sing. So you're right once again. It was after school today. I guess it wasn't a co-curricular thing then. Okay, but Red Panda, do you want to choose a particular section to do? If not, I'll continue with grammar MCQ. Because it's just you and Billy Block answering. Even though there are like lurkers in the I won't say chat. I'm not a streamer. Lurkers in the live. Is that vocab? Yeah, sure. Do you want to do vocab MCQ, editing, or compre close? Because technically they're all vocab. Hi, Kaden. Red Panda, while waiting, I'll just go through vocab MCQ, okay? I assume it's vocab MCQ. Hi, KitKat. Hi, Adrian. Thanks for following us. Yeah, okay. Let's go through vocab MCQ then. So, mother did not know how to operate the food processor as she had misplaced its what? Is it recipe, manual, directory, or reference? So don't get tricked by the word food. Okay, so you guys say 2, manual. Yes, correct. So recipe you use for food, but over here you see in full, it's a food processor. So this is a machine. Okay, then manual is just a booklet or document that explains to someone how to use something. In this case, it's how to use the machine, the food processor. Okay. Why today so quiet? Good question, Billy Blob. I don't know either. I'm just going through the questions. Okay. Directory. Directory is usually a list of names. But It's usually in a mall to tell you how to get to this place. Yesterday was more fun. Yeah, like 面包 isn't here. I think it's just 面包 and the what's that guy DYS3 or something or DY3S. Okay, so this is not. Then reference is a source of general information. So it's nothing specific. It's just general info. Okay, not really instruction. But yeah, I agree. Yesterday was more fun. I had more things to talk and laugh about. But yeah, this is why it can't be just me. Need two hands to clap. So I need you guys' input also, or you guys' input. Yeah. Okay, her family was forced to blank on their spending when her father was retrenched. So is it cut up, cut off, cut down, cut out, cut down? Oh, Pilow's back. Welcome back, Pillow. Billy Block. It's okay, you're here to gain knowledge, not to have fun. I thought you were here to have fun, Billy Block. But I think Pillow will prefer this life because it's more quiet, like serious. Okay. So over here, phrasal verbs. You guys say for A grader. Oh, is that the math one? I remember Iguana telling me about it. Okay, so over here, what on? So you guys say cut down on. Correct. So cut down means to reduce the amount on something. It can be cutting down the amount of time you spend on your mobile devices also, okay? Or cut down on the amount of money you spend. Cut down on the amount of sugar you intake, okay? So what are the rest wrong? What is cut up? Cut up is just to chop into pieces. Pretty literal for this phrasal verb. Cut off is to stop something, okay? Or you cut someone off. Cut out is to remove completely. I cut out this slice, or I cut out this maybe let's say a tumor. Cut out a tumor from this patient. Okay, 13. You guys were there. Wait, do you guys like just learn from TikTok live now? Is this how students nowadays learn or study or revise during their free time? Okay, so for question 13, Red Panda said 4. You also want free tuition, so unfair. That's true, Billy Block. Back in our time, we did not have that. Like joining every once in a while for fun. That's true. But I feel like it's a recent thing though. To be fair, I'm not really on the live side of TikTok. I'm just on the FYP side. Hi Habibi. Hi Mocha. Or Mocha. Okay, so question 13. She opened the envelope as her what was piqued when she saw it labeled as top secret. So as her what was piqued, this word piqued, right? Pique. Mass unfollow? What do you mean mass unfollow? But hello, hi EJ Pro Man. Is that EJ like the EJC? Hi Iguana. Welcome. But hi everyone. Welcome. Okay. So over here the word pique, right, usually used with this emotion or just feeling curious, okay, this word. And in this case we use it in the form curiosity. Okay, so her curiosity was piqued, so that's right. What about the other options? Envy just means jealousy. Anxiety means nervousness or worry. So not really talking about curiosity. Ecstasy means extreme joy. Okay, can be ecstatic. I feel like I'm pronouncing it wrong. It's not the very nice kind of aesthetic. It's the like very elated kind, okay? I think you guys get what I mean. You kind of can't see the words. Oh, it's a bit... Oh, I think it's the printing of the paper. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me see if it's better if I zoom in more. This life gives you ecstasy. Wow. Good compliment, Billy Block. Oh, okay, sorry, I'll read the comments. How am I? Fine. It's just that today is a bit more quiet. The capybara's gone. Yeah, true. Okay, wait, there's a small one. I can take the small one. Okay, there's a small capybara today. So I'll just hug it, okay? If I put it in front, I don't think you guys can really see it also. So it's my emotional support capybara. Okay, Hi TikToker. Sigma teen. Wow. That is like, oh, I cannot with that word. I can't. It's like on the same level as the other, what is it called? The other brain rot. The Italian brain rot. Oh my, I can't with that. Okay. Next question. So we are doing this question now, the one that I put star for. Pillow says 2. Emotional support, Harry Barra. Yeah, emotional support. There's not much people talking to me today. Oh, I didn't know there were so many people watching. Hi, welcome everyone. If you got anything interesting to share or you want to ask, or you want to answer the question or you want to do a particular section, put it down in the comment section. Okay. More interaction makes the life more fun. Like yesterday, you know. Yesterday was pretty fun. Okay. Blank by the shrilling rides at the carnival, Timmy made a beeline for the ticket counter. So is it relieved, appalled, enthused, or intimidated? Hi, thanks Ruby Pretty for following us. Hi Kenzo. Okay, so Pillow said 2 for this, is it? So it's between 2 and Red Panda said 3. So appalled and enthused. Okay, so comprehension your big part. Wait, I don't think I can go through comprehension OE. The best I can do for you is comprehension close. I'll go to that after this, okay? So stay tuned. 2 more questions to go, including this. Okay, but over here, relief. I'm sure everyone knows what relief means. That's why nobody chose this. It means to feel better. Okay, usually after stress. That's why you say, let's go relieve our stress. Okay, intimidated just means to be scared or nervous. Okay, then what about appalled and enthused? Appalled means to be shocked or disgusted. And then enthused means to be excited or eager. Okay, like the other word we learned just now. So over here, thrilling rides. He made a beeline. So thrilling rides can go 2 ways. Okay, so it can either be someone can be very scared of it. Some people don't like roller coasters because it's scary to them. Some people like it because they are like adrenaline junkies. You know, I'm one of them. So yeah, over here because of made a beeline, so we cannot use appalled. You have to use enthused. He was excited to go for the ride. You thought appalled was positive? Usually I wouldn't use appalled with a positive context though. In my mind, if I hear appalled, it's usually a little negative. Like I'm appalled that you can even think of such a thought. Or I'm appalled that you did this. I thought you were a good student. Something like that. Yes, appalled is shocked. That's what I wrote just now. But yes. Hopefully that that answers your question, Pillow. Or misconception. Okay. Question 15. So Sally blanked her stage fright and participated in the speech competition. So Sally overcame, overtuned or overlooked. Hi Doodle D. Okay, so you guys say too. Hi Teacher Faith, thanks for sharing the live. Is this the actual teacher? I'll be honored. I didn't expect that. But yes, okay. So Sally overcame her stage fright and participated in the speech competition. So this is pretty common, right? You guys know that usually when there's the word fright, you use overcame or phobia. Okay? Or overcame her obstacle. Did I OT? No. Wait, that took me off guard. Okay. But no. Is it overcome? As in this is the past tense of overcome, so yeah, it's the same. Yeah, that's the answer in this case. But good thing, okay, good thing for everyone to know, I guess. Okay, overlooked just means to ignore. Overcame is just whatever we just said, right? Successfully deal with something. Then overturn means flipped over. And overlook means repeated. Distractor, okay? So all these are not relevant to what we want. Hi, Devia. Is teacher Rain having a session? Oh, she had a session in the morning. Not really morning, like early afternoon. But I'm doing the last session for today. You can stay if you want. Although I do different things compared to teacher Rain. Your curtains make the next guy look hazy, not gonna lie. Yeah, but if the curtains are not really curtains, these are blinds. If the blinds are down, then uh the camera will fight for like the light. Then it looks very weird. You just stay here. Okay, thanks for staying, Divya. You need to bring back the filters for more engagement. What filter do you want, Billy Block? You can tell me. I can go and find. I haven't played with the filter for so long. Okay, oh, is Elias still here? Just realized. Okay, who's that person? EJ Pro Man. Okay, let's do compre close, okay? We'll do it together. If you're still here, EJ Pro Man. If not, I'll skip this section. Because usually if no one replies for this section, it's preset. Yeah, okay. Let's do this section. If you just finish your bite-sized assessment too. Oh, how was it? You can skip? No, it's okay. We can learn together. So let's begin with this. There's a variety. Oh, actually, is it blurry? Hold on. Wait, you guys can see, is it? I feel like it's a little blurry on my phone. Pixelated. Okay. It's really blurry. Yeah, I agree. Hold on, guys. Let me see if I can fix this. Okay, I need some help. Let me call the moderator. Sentence structure. Okay, in the meantime, you guys can just talk to me, I guess. The whole screen looks pixelated, right? I mean, I can still make out the words, but it's a little blurry. It's your tuition paid, as in if you want to join our program, is it? We do have programs and courses, so I mean, if you see on your phone, it's like pixelated. Can't really see the words. Wi-Fi. But I don't think it's on that. It's this one though. Like, cause this is on TikTok.
I think you just
Okay, let it load. Let it cook. Let it cook.
I think you need to like
Zoom
and the zoom then
and
correct,
okay.
Yeah. No, just stop sharing. But
Oh,
okay, never mind. Just
wow. My bad. Okay, sorry guys. My blunder. Okay. Admit. Start. Okay, let me see if it's better. Maybe it's just the Wi-Fi. It's still pixelated. There's nothing we can do, right? Okay, I guess we are stuck with this, guys. I think there's something wrong.
Yeah, start like this.
Yeah, I think there's something wrong with the what do you call it, Wi-Fi today. What happened while scanning? Is the printing? The printing is fine. Okay, hold on. I'll change to a different paper. I'll see if it's better. Let me see. Okay, let's do ACS. Okay, is this better? Oh no, it's equally as bad. Okay, that means it's the Wi-Fi problem, guys. Okay, we are stuck with this for today then. I'm so sorry. Okay, Yeah, it's the Wi-Fi. Usually the paper is fine though. Okay, but it's fine. I'll read out to you guys. So this will be more of listening compre then. Okay, so over here, there is a wide variety of living things around us, from the smallest ants to the tallest oak trees. Biodiversity, blank the word we use to describe the what living things around us. Hi Sunny, am I working or studying? I'm a life host. It's part of my work, I guess. So I would say working. Oh, you thought this was a study with me live, is it? How old am I? Okay, I don't want to reveal that, but I'm of legal age to do this. You guys shouldn't keep asking that, because that time we got flagged. But yeah, I'm of legal age to do this, guys. Okay. So, biodiversity, what the word we use to describe the living things around us is, yes, correct. Okay, good listening skills. I'm pretty sure you can somewhat make the words out. Yeah, although it's hard, it's straining my eyes. Okay, next. However, many animals and no. Hi Jackie, thanks for following us. Deteriorating. Usually deteriorate you would use for what do you call it? For a degree of something, like, or the status of something, or health. Yeah. Declining, same logic. But over here, we're not talking about degree, right? We're talking about animals and plants. So these things. So they are what? Because humans. Okay, why not we do 53 first? Oh, hi Royston. Royston, do you wanna come back? Hi Ruby, pretty goddess. Thanks for commenting. Oh, thanks Jackie for the gift. I didn't see that just now. Has. Okay, close, but not has. It should be have, okay? So humans have, cause plural. Okay, that's why you have to use have been clearing forests, polluting the seas and burning fuels. So because of this, they destroy the animals and plants habitat, right? Good word, but hold on, let me check. I'm pretty sure vanish. Yeah, I cannot use vanish because vanish is to disappear suddenly and completely. But that's not what we want. It's just saying rapidly disappearing in this case. Oh, hi guys. Hi everyone. Hi Banana. Welcome back. Haven't seen you for so long. Or rather, because I went for my trip. Hi RJ. I feel like I see this profile picture before. Hi Mimosa. Wow, okay. Suddenly there's a lot of people commenting. Thanks guys. Even though the paper is like not readable. But I'll read for you guys. It's like listening comprehension. Okay. I miss you. Not really. It's okay. No, I'm just kidding. Thanks for joining the live. Okay, so over here it should be rapidly disappearing. So who said vanishing again? If you squint your eyes, all problems go away. Wow. Who said pillow? Pillow. You said vanishing. Okay, close. But remember, vanishing is sudden and totally disappearing. Okay, so that's not what we want, because this is not sudden, like all of a sudden. Okay, such changes to the environment make it harder what many species to survive. So what preposition should you put here? Pillow. What pillow? Hi Nat. For a moment I thought it was like my friend Nat, but I guess not. Okay, but welcome. Thanks for commenting. Hi Zip Dot. Thanks for commenting. Four. Okay, yes, everyone's right. So makes it harder for many species to survive. Basically, my hint to you guys for question 52, because you destroy their habitat, so they can't live. Okay, next. Without technology, human beings can what themselves to these different challenges easily. You're telling the teacher who said vanishing, but oh. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm like um reading the paper because you guys can barely see, right? So I'll just make it more like listening compre. You're gonna find the paper. Adapt. So human beings can adapt themselves to these different challenges immediately. Yes, correct. All of you are right. So adapt themselves to these different challenges easily. When the air gets what, we put on masks and use air filters. Spelling error. Wow, I did not miss that comment, banana. But no, I don't think it's a spelling error. If anything, it's a blank. Polluted. Yes, when the air gets polluted, that's why you wear mask when there's haze, right? Or when there's a widespread disease or pandemic. So put on masks and air filters so that you get clean air. Okay, when a deadly new virus appears, we make vaccines to help our bodies what it. So for can say hazy, when the air gets hazy, not really. I would say hazy is to describe like how it is. Like maybe there's a lot of mist, then you say misty, but you don't say the air is mist. Okay? Fights, defeat, combat. Wow, combat. Combat is more like physical fighting, so I wouldn't say it is applicable. But not wrong though. Let me check if yeah, combat is usually fighting between armed forces. Yeah, so no. Okay, but fight, yes, fight is correct. To fight it, okay. Defeat, to defeat it. uh, I feel like defeat is going a step too far because okay, how vaccines work, right? If anyone or for those of you that don't know, basically they use like weakened form of the virus. Basically, the virus that's going to die or the virus that is already weakened, then they will inject this into your body so that it's not as strong. Then your body can fight these viruses. Okay, and after they fight this, they will have this forgot what it was, like something related to the white blood cell group. Basically, they got this trend. So when the same virus appears, it's tagged by something, so your body is able to fight it, okay, and defeat it. So that's when you use defeat. Okay. So yeah, fight is correct. Compete? No, you don't. You don't want your body to compete for viruses. You're gonna harm yourself in that case. Hi, Pauline. Okay, so fight it. On the other hand, animals and plants, what cope with the sudden changes like we are able to? 58, cannot cope with. Okay, anyone else? Can't. Okay, can't is basically cannot, but the short form of it. Okay, we don't put short forms, we don't put contractions, okay? So yes, cannot is right. Animals and plants cannot cope with the sudden changes like we are able to. Animals are unable to what themselves? Okay, let me read on. What themselves when we hunt and kill them with giant fishing vessels, and plants may simply wither and die during the dry seasons. So you hunt and you kill them. So if you put it, you can't save themselves. That is quite informal. Hi shout hey hey. Thanks for commenting. Fan can't fan themselves. Close, but if you want to use fan, there has to be the word fan for. Okay, you need that phrasal verb fan for. Yes, defend, correct. To defend themselves. So same meaning, just that fan you need an extra word for to make it complete. But over here you only can add one word, so I can't accept fan. Another word for defend is to protect themselves. Protect themselves from danger. Okay, next. Wait, what happened to Elias? I did this section for Elias. I don't know where is he. Okay, next. Scientists tell us that 1 million species are now threatened with what? Extinction. Extinction. Okay. Hold on. Extinction. Extinction is permanent. Yeah. So I wouldn't accept extinction because it's too extreme. Okay, so let me write this down. I'll give you guys the answer for this because I think it's a bit harder. So extinction means permanent disappearance. Okay, and the answer here should be endangerment. So endangerment is just the state of being in danger of extinction. So basically how you can see it, right? It's as 3 levels, like normal. Then the next one that's more threatening is endangerment. Then the most threatening is extinction. And if you're extinct, then you just got like how dinosaurs are extinct. Okay? You think you can make your teachers think too hard for this? It depends on the word, I guess. Like I know sometimes you have to use specific words, like I always say, right? I always say if the passage is about hospitals, the classic, I don't know. I like to use that example because that's the only one I can remember. Like if it's about hospitals, then you have to use specific words like discharge and admission. But sometimes using too specific words may backfire on you. Like let's say just now, someone talked about vanish, right? Was it vanish? Something like that. So vanish would be because there's that little word of suddenly in the meaning, so it won't be acceptable in that case. But if you put too vague answers, it doesn't really help either. So yeah, look at the context and put what you feel is the best. EJ Pro, the paper is blur. Okay. But it's way better than the live one, right? At least that's what I feel. Hi Sunny, what's my MBTI? Good question. I feel like it keeps changing, so I just don't go and find out anymore. The last I checked was it changed from I to E. Maybe it changed again. I don't know. Okay, it's been years since I did it. Okay, so endangerment. Or rather, what do you think my MBTI is then, Sunny? What do you think is my MBTI? Then you can explain to me about what each letters mean. I only know the first one is like introverted or extroverted. That's the max I know about it. Yours is ENFP. What does that mean? I only know that they are letters. Okay. In nature, living things depend on one blank for survival. On one what? Hi P. Hi Xiong Mao Mao. Hi Lee James. So they depend on one what for survival? On one thing. Living things don't depend on one thing for survival. Over here in nature basically means an ecosystem. System. Yes, I thought I spelled that wrong. Yes, one another. So ecosystem, basically one whole. You don't need to, as long as you have whatever you need inside, you don't need to interfere with it anymore. It can run on its own. Okay. E is extroverted, then N is intuition, F is feeling, P is perceiving. I see, interesting. But you know what's the problem? Like I'm indecisive. So every time I do this kind of questions, I usually have more than one answer. So I feel like the MBTI that's assigned to me in the end is not really accurate also. So yeah. Am I Gen Z or am I before that? I'm Gen Z, guys. This is the first time I'm saying it. Okay, but there's not much people today, so it's fine. Why do I always wear the same jacket? Because it's comfortable. I like this jacket. I don't like the meshy kind of jacket. Okay. Next. A flowering plant needs insects for pollination, while an animal needs that plant for food. If a species becomes extinct, there will be a chain reaction, blank the lives of other species. What preposition should you put here? But hi Mariah, welcome back. Do you feel better? Was it you that's sick or was that someone else? Hi Cruella. Hi Elle. Welcome everyone to live. A chain reaction on the lives? You don't say on the lives. What the lives? It's close. You just need to change one letter, Pillow. Change on to what? Maybe Mariah can help you out. The paper is totally good quality. Wow, I can sense the sarcasm from here. But no, it's not really the paper, it's the Wi-Fi today. Okay. So yeah, it's a bit blurry. It's quite blurry on my phone also. But we can't really do much about it. I'm not about to go and restart the whole Wi-Fi for the whole office. Am I still in school or working? Currently working now, waiting for school. Hi, Brent Wong. Wow, I feel like I'm revealing too much about myself today. This isn't me. Okay. It's asking you to view in 260p. Is that even 260? I thought it was 360. Unless you did a typo. Okay, sorry, I thought I kicked something. Off? No, not off. It should be in. A chain reaction in the lives of other species. Okay, you make a change in somebody else's life. Okay? You took a poll recently. 100% of the people in the tent were upset. Hi, dad jokes lover. Is that supposed to be a joke? Wait, sorry, I don't get it. Okay, never mind, moving on. Human beings can do what to protect biodiversity? We should practice reduce, reuse, recycle. That way we will blank need so many possessions. Human beings can do what to protect biodiversity? You wish you could answer. Pole. Oh, cause the tent fell. Wow, I feel so slow. Like, okay, that statement, you mean the one that joke lover said? I feel so slow, guys. But yeah, okay, I'm laughing at how slow I am, not because of the joke. Oh my days. Okay, glad I finally got there. Yeah, thanks for waiting. Hi, Easy. Welcome back to the live. I was talking about you yesterday, cause most of the usual viewers are not here anymore. But hi, Easy. Welcome. So over here, you can do something to protect biodiversity. Okay, next. We should practice reduce, reuse, and recycle. That way, we will blank need so many possessions, eat excessive amounts, blank food, and use energy unnecessarily. I can't even read the words. Okay, I know it's bad, but you can somewhat make it out. I tried changing a paper just now. The people that are still in the live and saw that, you guys can vouch for me, okay? But it was still the same. It's not the paper's problem. Hi, Eric. Hi, Turian. Not. Yes, we will not need so many possessions. Eat excessive amounts. What food? That's very simple. That is, like, if you read it, it will come to you naturally. It's yes, off. Okay? Yes. This is like the fluency of it. Eat excessive amounts of food and use energy unnecessarily. Okay, Mariah, since you're here, do you want S and T? We haven't gone through S and T. The best I can do for all of you is to write out the actual sentences again, if that helps. Because I think my writing is a little clearer compared to the little writing. Obviously, okay. Why do you sound so pegro today, Mariah? What do I think? I think you sound a little pegro today. Okay, let me rewrite it for you guys, okay? So over here, the first sentence is, she's a very gracious girl. All her friends like her. It's not that bad actually. I don't know. I'm just okay. Let's take it as I'm writing for Mariah. Okay. Stop. Okay, I guess it's readable. Why is there go re? What did you type? Wait, Mariah. What do you mean you can't see the full sentence? That is the full sentence. There's nothing before that. It's just a number. Okay, see, EJ Pro Man can read it. Hi Cassie, thanks for following us. Hi little Bob. She is such a gracious girl that all her friends like her. Okay, anyone want to try? Pillow, do you want to try? Hi guys, welcome to the live. Okay, seems like there's nobody else, but it's fine. So she is such a gracious girl that all her friends like her. The words in between the blanks. Oh, okay, I get what you mean now. Sorry, I wasn't looking at that side. You thought of it in your head already. Okay, that's pretty convenient for you, Pillow. But okay, I'm pretty sure I got it right. I have faith in you. Okay? So over here, yeah, it's better now. So over here, such and that, remember, these two pairs is to show cause and effect. Okay? Okay, next. Question 67. Okay, you guys even no, you guys can't see the question. Okay, this one. Daisy thinks having a picnic is nice. Daisy thinks swimming in the lake is nicer. So again, two actions, two verbs, right? And then word pairs. So over here, what are your word pairs? You pair prefer with to. You do would rather with, yes, pillow, you're right. Would rather with than. Okay? Remember this one, the verb got ing. Not this one. Prefer and to, the verb got ing. Would rather and then verb no ing base form. Okay? Right. You once tried to verbalize the sentence in SNT and accidentally made it too loud. The person start eyeing you. Why did the person start eyeing you? Technically, you're giving the person free answers or free tips, right? But that's provided if you were correct. If the person trusted that you were correct. Okay, so over here, Pillow said Daisy would rather swim in the lake than having a picnic. Not having a picnic, okay? See this verb don't have ing. So Daisy would rather swim in the lake than have a picnic. So almost right, Pillow. So remember this. This is pretty classic questions. You see them even in grammar MCQs also. Okay? Hi, Skibbity. So prefer pair with to, and your verb needs to have ing. Would rather you pair with than, and your verb doesn't need to have an ing. Other word pairs, for range, it will be from and to, between and Then, yeah, neither nor, either or. Remember, neither nor is to join two negative ideas together. Okay? Okay, next, question 68. The roads in the forest were narrow, the paths in the forest were narrow too. So yeah, just talked about it. Neither nor. So remember, neither nor is to join two negative ideas. Okay? So over here, were narrow is what it is. So narrow is technically a bad thing, I would say. So yes, you change it to worldwide. Very good, Pillow. So neither the road nor the paths in the forest were right. Okay? Yes, so that is correct. You feel so sophisticated now. Why? Because you got this question correct. But yes, I remember doing this before. Then someone, rather most of y'all got it wrong. I don't think you were here then, Pillow. It was like quite some time back. Okay, question 69. Oh, where did Mariah and all go? Hi, Kai Kai Sing Sing. Red Panda, compared to what you do in exams, that's normal. What do you even do during your exams, Red Panda? That is quite worrying. Okay, so Jill performed in the concert. It made her feel proud. So Jill's what? Over here, what must you change? You must change the word perform to the noun form. Mariah Carey's concert made her feel proud. Huh? Concert? You're missing about Jill performing in the concert. Okay? So what would you change perform to? It's not performing. I said performing because I didn't want to give the answer. You have to visualize your questions and your teacher say folding your paper to see the angles is good. Oh yeah, I did that when I was in primary school. But yeah, for math, for angles, if you can't see, like if you're still new to it, then it's good to like actually fold your paper so you can understand, like visualize how it is. But obviously don't crumple the whole paper. That's not very considerate. Performance, yes. Performance in the concert made her feel proud. Yes, correct. So performance is the noun form in the concert made her feel proud. Okay? Okay, next. Not even autumn though. What do you mean autumn? Okay, next. I visited a village in which my grandfather was born. So the village I visited, blank. So over here, basically both sentence you can use interchangeably because that is what SNT is. So both must show location. So over here, the location is village. The Mariah concert thing. Oh, sorry, I'm not very up to date with concerts. Not something that interests me. Okay, but anyone want to try this? Question 70. Hello, hello. How do I address this person as? Hello to the person that just said hi. Ribbon? It looks like ribbon. I'll just call you ribbon, okay? The village I visited, uh, my grandfather was born in? No. Hi, Hyoni. Was this the Miffy no, this is not the Miffy person. Sorry. I thought it was the Miffy person. Bowl. Yeah, I'll just call her the bowl person. Hi to the bowl person. The village I visited was also the same one my grandfather was born in. No, that's adding too much in the sentence. Hello, Error 404. Welcome back, welcome back. Hi, PT. Error 404, you got anything interesting to share? Today it's quite quiet, sadly. The village I visited was where my grandfather was born. Yes, the bold person got it right. Mariah, almost right. It's not is, okay, it's was. If you say is, it's present tense. So, yeah, I don't think your grandfather will be born after you're born. That would be a mystery. So it should be was where my grandfather was born. It's okay. No worries. No worries by the way, Mariah. Yeah, Jia Yashi. Oh, for a moment I thought you meant like teacher Jia. I was like, huh? But okay, welcome back, welcome back. Haven't seen you in a long time. Error 44, are you late? Maybe. It started at like 5:40-ish. But it's okay, today's paper is a bit blurry, so yeah. Okay, you guys can choose between editing and vocab MCQ. No. Editing and the remainder of grammar MCQ. Well, actually we did quite fast today. Also cause it's quiet, so I'm just doing the questions. There's nothing for me to talk about, guys. I feel like I did this paper in another life before. Yeah, but that was like eons ago. That was weeks ago. Not about the other vocab thing. You mean editing? Like the one I'm showing right now? Okay, you guys say editing. Okay, sure. Here, the cappy is gone. There's only the small one here today. I did not bring the big one in. But the small one is my emotional support capybara. So I'm just hugging it now. You cannot see? Yeah, cause it's blurry, guys. I'm sorry, there's something wrong with the Wi-Fi. I tried a different paper also, and it turned out the same way. So okay, okay, let's try this. I'll just write whatever's underlined, then we see whether we can fix it, okay? Or rather, I'll do the spelling ones. I won't do the what's it called? Grammar. I won't do grammar. Because grammar you need the whole sentence. Okay, over here, first word. They spelled schedule. How do you spell? This is busy. So busy what? How do you spell schedule? That cut hair looks different. Yeah, it's short now. The back's not long. Hi, shout hey hey. Yes. Yeah, all of you got it right. So it's schedule. Schedule. Okay. Hi, Sweetscape. But yes, I cut my hair. I cut like my half a mullet. I don't think it was a full mullet. But yeah, sad. But it's okay. This haircut isn't that bad also. Okay, over here, they spelled it as Phiskal. You've trained your phone to autocorrect. That's not very that's not very fair to do this section though. Then in the exams you don't have autocorrect. Hi, I know content. You did your English WA2 yesterday. Yeah, this week is like the period where everyone's doing their bite size or their WA, right? Physical, Physical. Okay, shout hey hey is like another pillow or Mariah yesterday. Actually today, pillow is much more talkative. Or maybe yesterday the people were just too talkative that pillow didn't have the chance to type. Actually surprised that my live sessions help. Is it only mine though? Don't you attend the like other people's live sessions? But I wanted to say thank you. No, not thank you. But I'm glad that you took something away from it. Okay. I hope you have fun during the live also. Okay. So physical, yes, all of you spelled it right. It's PHYSICAL. Okay. Hi, hello, hi, Ching Hao Ran. Oh wow, that sounded like an NRIC name. Okay. Next spelling, this one. So over here, it's spelled REPARE. How do you spell repair? Reassure? Not reassure, yeah, it's repair. Okay, wait for it. Yeah. Okay, yes, correct. REPAIR. Okay, repair. Next one's grammar. Okay, next spelling. This one. ADEQUA. Adequate. Adequate. Supposed to be adequate. Remember, they will usually give the syllable that's kind of the same. I missed one. 42. Guys, 42 is grammar. So I'll skip that. I don't want to write the whole sentence out. Okay, actually, I can. I'll move back to that after this. Because that sentence pretty short. Etiquette. Adequate. It's pronounced adequate though, not etiquette. Actually, adequate. Etiquette. Somewhat similar, I would say, but not etiquette. Okay, let me read to you the sentence. The amount of sleep required to feel adequate, refresh the next day depends on a person's age. Yeah, so it's adequate, not etiquette, okay? I think it's also mainly because you can't see the what do you call the sentence. Just finally got a mic. Wait, we used to have mics, just that it's the small one. Let me show you. Like these tiny ones. So usually you can't see them. Hi, Seller Turisha. Adequate. Yes, correct. Not everyone spelled it right. Pillow is not, it's not the quite, not that quite at the back, okay? So it's ADEQUATE. That's adequate. Okay, but Seller Turisha is right, it's adequately. I think she or he can read the sentence or make out the words. But yeah, if you can read the sentence, it should be adequately. Okay? Okay, let's move back to this. Let me write the sentence out. Let me know if you can read what I write. So I'll just read out what I write. When you sleep, not only do muscles relax, blank supply is also restored. So what do you think is the right connector for here, for this particular question? Hi, MZ. So something is telling you to say but. Okay, I think it lagged for a moment, guys. Or maybe it's just me. Body there. You don't know. Okay, but no, not there. When you sleep, not only do muscles relax, their supply is also restored. No, that's not what you're talking about. It's not there, guys. Okay, sorry, I had to fix the puzzle. But hi, Gnome Boy. Wow, that's quite a cool username. Quite funny. Can we move the comma? No. Okay, over here. Let me show you guys. So, not only do muscles relax, right? So if you relax muscle, that means technically you're not using any energy. Because you only use energy when your muscles are working. Then over here, there is supply is also restored. So you see the contrast between them? So use but. So Pillow, your first answer was right. Do you have to go? Okay, have a nice weekend to you too, Jia. Thanks for joining. Okay, so over here, when you sleep, not only do muscles relax, but supply is also restored. Okay, next, moving on. Let me see. Question, yes, 46. So over here, what they gave you guys was content, COTAND. The sentence reads, if you do not get enough sleep, you may have to contend with more than just dark circles under your eyes. So how do you spell content? You got science competition tomorrow. Oh, bye. All the best, Yoni. Hopefully you'll win. Content, yes, CONTEND. Okay, next spelling error. Concentrating. KONSENTRATING. How do you spell concentrating? Does it start with a K? Maori Panda is spelling it very fast. Wait, you missed it. What do you miss, Salaturisha? I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that wrong also. For the supply question, what do you mean supply question? Oh, but. It should be but. Because the sentence says when you sleep, not only do muscles relax, but supply is also restored. So it's like two things. And they are kind of different if you think about it. So you use but. Okay? Concentrating, not SCENT. That's the smell scent. Okay? Over here, there's no need for S. It's just CONCENTRATING. Concentrating. Okay. Next, moving on. Question. Okay, 50. That's the last. Actually, no, 50 is 50 is a grammar issue. You need to change the word form of obese. We'll just try this, okay? The sentence reads, with the long term, this could later lead to serious illnesses such as obese and depression. Hi Norsha, thanks for following us. So what do you think it is? Lead to serious illnesses such as what? Is it obese or what? What's another form of obesity? You describe someone as like overweight, obese, but you don't say, oh, you have the illness you have is obese. Okay? You change it to a different form. The illness that you have is obesity. Okay? Because over here it talks about serious illnesses like obesity and depression. So you need to give me the illness name. Okay, moving on to the last section, which is 5 grammar MCQs. Is this better or is this still blurry? I guess it's still blurry. Okay, but this is what we are left with for the paper today. Okay, so if it's a bit hard to make out the words, MCQ is readable. It's better but still blurry. Okay, I'll just read out. Okay, if there's anything that you want me to repeat or you want me to write out, just let me know. Hi beeps. Okay, so sorry, excuse me. So the boy blank parents are well-known athletes, won most of the races during sports day. So is it who, which, whom, or whose? This is a pretty common question, right? So you say for, everyone says, not everyone, there's only 2 of you left. But yes, for whose is correct. Whose shows possession. So parents are well-known athletes. They're trying to say this boy belongs to them, or this parent belongs to the boy. Okay, whom is when people are seen as object. Seen as object of the verb. Then which is used for objects or things. The chat was so lively. What happened? It feels empty here. Honestly, I feel like today's one was just empty. Yesterday was quite funny. Because it wasn't just Mian Pao, it's Mian Pao and like 1 or 2 other people, 1 or 2 other person. Because the life is ending. Well, I like how you guys know when the life ends now. Okay, then who is for subjects, okay? Hi Josh. Okay, so next, moving on. Question 7. Rick walks to school as his house is blank Kinsley Street, which is just across the school. Yeah, across the school. So is it at, in, on, or from? I said it during the live yesterday, but you'll be surprised. Some people still ask what time the live. Or maybe because I keep switching like sessions. Okay, you guys said 3. So it's on Kinsley Street. Yes, correct. So that's the correct preposition to use in this case. Okay, you wouldn't say at Kinsley Street. That is too specific. That is like basically at this particular location. At a location but on a street, right? Yes, correct. Because at is more specific. In is usually for enclosed spaces, like the one we did yesterday. In captivity, yes, enclosed spaces. Then from shows direction. Okay, not location. Like I came from the back, or I came from your left. Yeah, something like that. Okay, next. Question 8. Dad knew about the change of plans, blank he, my sister asked quizzically. So question tag. How do question tag? Remember, if the front is positive, the back is negative, and vice versa. So over here, dad knew. So dad knew is positive. So over here, you need negative. And the verb would be did know, okay? So not do know. So do is out. So between did and didn't, and what is negative is correct. For. Okay? Did is positive. So didn't is the correct answer. Okay, 2 more questions to go. I probably have some time left for like short June promo if so yeah, people can join. Okay. Blank having a bad headache, I managed to complete all the household chores. So is it owing to, in spite of, as a result of, or regardless of? Your English teacher is on medical treatment. Oh, what happened? That sounds serious. That's worrying. Okay, so 4. You said 4. Regardless of having a bad headache, I managed to. No, usually regardless of implies ignoring. Okay. Not really about contrast. Over here, what we are focusing on is contrast. Usually, if you have a bad headache, you won't be able to do anything at all. So over here, the word that shows contrast is in spite of. You have no idea, but you see her next week. Hopefully, she feels better. Okay, red panda, you also chose 4. Okay, in this case, it's not 4. Okay, it's not regardless of. Should be in spite of, because in spite of shows you contrast. Owing to shows a cause, and as a result of shows a cause as well. Okay, so like reason, causes are basically reasons. So over here, I'm not saying regardless of is usually regardless of what is going to happen. Like I don't care about all this thing that's going to happen. I still want to go for this event, let's say. So usually regardless, when you use regardless of, you have the implication that, oh, I'm going to ignore everything else. Okay, but over here they're not talking about ignoring. They're talking about the contrast between him being able to work while having a headache. Okay, question 10, last one. Several pupils blanked their group presentation since this morning. So is it was rehearsing, were rehearsing, has been rehearsing, or have been rehearsing? Okay, so you say 4. Pillow, do you want to try? Yes, you said 4 also. So correct. So over here, we need present perfect continuous, okay? Because this is an ongoing action. And when did it start? Since this morning. So for actions that have been ongoing since a particular time in the past, should be present perfect continuous tense. But over here, option 3 and 4 are both present perfect continuous. What's the difference is that this is singular and this is plural. So over here, our main subject, several pupils, are plural. So you guys are right to choose option 4, have been rehearsing, okay? Well, you guys are complimenting each other's profile picture. That's quite cute. Okay, so that's all. We completed the paper for today. I'll do a short promo about June holidays again. Okay, let me pull it out. Okay, so this one, yes. So June holiday, okay, so what programs do we have, right? There's the new PSLE compo writing crash course, can be done either entirely online or offline, but cannot be a hybrid of both. Then primary 5s and 6s, there are more courses or programs for you guys. There are 2 oral thematic, one set A, one set B. And it's just to expose you to more topics, build your banks, like examples, stats if some students want to, or like personal experiences that you can collate for whichever examples you want to use, whichever topics you want to use. If you want to focus on both, there is English paper 2 and oral, because I know some people struggle with English paper 2 apart from compo. Okay, then primary 3s and 4s, there is oral thematic, and for the young learners, primary 1s and 2s, you can intro yourself to compo writing and oral. Okay, so you feel more prepared and you don't feel like there's such a big jump when you move to as you progress through primary school. Yeah, did not know how to phrase that. But yeah, if you guys have any question, you can always WhatsApp the number at the top as always, or find us on any other platforms. Okay, but on quite a lot of platforms like TikTok, Xiaohongshu, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. Yeah, quite a lot. Okay, but that's all for today. Thanks for whoever who joined today and the gifts. Okay, that's all. I'll see you guys next week. Bye bye.